I was requested by Jimmy Whisper to explain what a stabby is. So that's what I'm going to do in a relatively short amount of time. You want to know simply what a stabby is? An insult. It's a needless insult. That's why it's called a stabby. You don't know when this is a little knife that comes out. It's a vocal knife, and you get stabbed when you're having a conversation with somebody and you have a difference of opinion. And that's all it is a difference of opinion, your outlook on something. And someone says, I'm sorry you see things that way. Or I feel sorry for you to think like that. Stabby. When someone brings up something a little bit personal or something, or if somebody decides to, you have a conversation, you're having a debate and someone throws out, you're just being a character right now. And you should be better than that. And it's like, okay. The end part reduces how much you just got stabbed, but you got stabbed. That doesn't mean you should just run with the being stabbed. It just means you got stabbed and they had a little something better afterwards, something to look forward to. That's good. But there are times when people don't have a stab. They got a stabby and a shield. They're the ones that are really guarded. And every time you try to talk to them and get a little close, they've got some kind of insult for you, or some kind of poke or a jab at you somewhere. So if you're trying to have a conversation with somebody about how they conduct their life and, look, please be better, do better than this. You're above this. And they're defensive. They're defensive if you're paying attention to them. And then they say, well, I'm better than this. Then how come you can't keep your life together? Why do you have to act like that then? Your life isn't the best thing on the planet. And you're trying to tell me what to do with mine. That you got you got Gensu'd at that moment, and I'm being very vague about it because they're most likely they'll go into specifics. Stabbies are brutal. They are. And I mean, like, for example, in middle school, I asked this girl, why do you dislike me? What have I ever done for you to hate me so much? We don't even talk. Because you fat. That was her answer. I mean, that was a whole Lancelot. That was a lance. I got King Arthur like crazy on that one. So, yeah, it's stabbies. They're just insults, and they don't have a range of how small or how large. And sometimes people they get lanced. There's no shield. There's nothing. All they got is the brutal stabby, and they move on. So that's what a stabby is. Here's Sidra with some added stuff.
Usually is reflexive revenge, especially if you're being truthful and honest about the situation. And they're getting vengeance on you. It's not deserved because it isn't like you're coming at them in an insulting manner. It's just the truth may be painful. And so they have to stab back to make you feel as bad as they do in response to their own truth. And usually the stabbies, although they can be bad from just some random schmo off the street, usually the worst stabbies come from those who have information about you that you are personally involved with, in my experience. That's all I wanted to add.
So I hope that answers the question for you, Jimmy Whisper, and maybe some other people out there, what a stabby is. Stabbies aren't good and they only hurt. And it seems like, honestly, that's what people want to do. Some people feel that they're being attacked falsely. Some people are not being attacked, but they feel it. It's not that they feel it. So they come back at you hard. And that's a personal injustice. That's a disservice to them. It's a disservice to you or whomever they may be speaking to or with or at, depending upon their demeanor. So that's all I got to say. That's all Sidra's got to say. This is Sedrik and Sidra for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.